2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Mount Hawthorn or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.
Wake up.
Get to the right morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hazy on Nova.
Fitness queen Kayla Itzinas is under fire for posting a since-deleted video complaining about women baring their booties to boost their social media content, saying the fitness industry is over-sexualised. She said this on her Instagram.
The fitness industry has become so sexualised, and it's this angle that people are filming from that is just not what I want to see when I'm having my morning coffee. I know that that particular angle gets likes and it gets engagement, and I know you want to advertise your booty program, but like for me, I think it's more like because I have a daughter and I'm scrolling, she's sitting next to me and I'm like, I don't want you looking at another girl's from that angle. Like that is not something that I want. So anyway, if you're a parent, a female who does not want to see that, not being a hater, just a mum or just a female that doesn't want to see it.
Incoming online feedback.
Okay, so that makes me feel stabby, just hearing her say all of that, because she filmed that video wearing a boob tube, FYI. So I'm not really into women attacking other women, but I do feel like defending those young women and young girls who have been damaged by drinking the Kayla Kool-Aid over the years. And she's thrown some serious shade at her fellow influencers with a penchant for taking butt videos in the gym. Please stop doing that, by the way. Please stop. Like, no one likes it. But the woman who has never worn anything but a crop top and bike shorts and has made millions of dollars from sexualising her own content is now complaining about women flaunting their bums to try to achieve the same success that she has achieved. In fact, she's made $478 million from flaunting her body across the journey. The absolute hypocrisy of it all makes me so angry. And FYI, Kayla Itzinas is 5'5", and at the height of her encouraging women across the globe to be bikini body ready, because God forbid we can't fulfil our obligation to rock a two-piece, she weighed, guess how much? 53 kilos. 53 kilos, Hazy. So she had a baby, and then within 3, 2, 1 had a photo shoot flaunting her mummy body bounce back. My point being that Kayla has sold us this unrealistic expectation of fitness for decades, and now she's complaining that women flashing their booties is offensive to her young daughter's eyeballs. What? My very what? So I would suggest that encouraging young girls and women with this bikini body ready phase that she went through to consume 1,200 calories a day, which is around about half what we should do for a normal, healthy body, thriving body, is infinitely more damaging to young girls than them watching a booty video on TikTok. So I just want Kayla to own her shit and put her hand up and say, I've played my role in creating this unrealistic expectation of what women and girls should look like over the journey. So then she copped all this fire for posting that video, and then she deleted it. And then she doubled down after her rant and wore a G-string bikini to the beach for the Paps at Byron Bay. So I guess she doesn't mind if we see her ass. She just doesn't want to see anyone else's.
There you go. Strong words, Jodes.
Oh, it makes me cross.
You don't usually fire up.
No.
So this is really, really struck a
Well,
chord.
I'm defensive of my young girls. If she wants to be defensive of her daughter, I'm defensive of mine that are being fed all this BS from people like her across the journey about how they should look.
What does strike a chord for me is to imagine my daughter, who's 4, seeing stuff on social media and thinking, well, that's how I need to look, or stressing about the way that she looks. That actually makes you sick.
It is positively nauseating, the amount of pressure that young girls are under. We're not born into this world going, oh, I need to look a certain way. That is instilled in us. It's rammed down our throats. And I just don't think it's right. And I think the hypocrisy of this woman makes me really, really cranky.
Unrealistic expectations is at an all-time high.
Oh, the social media influence is so damaging to our kids, not just young girls, young boys as well, who are scrolling through these videos going, that's the way I'm supposed to look. No, you're supposed to be fit, you're supposed to be healthy, you're supposed to look after yourself, and you're supposed to be strong. And that's it. Full stop. Let's just all start loving ourselves for what we are.
In this area, do you have an opinion? We'd love to hear from you. 13 24 10. Well done. Well spoken, Jodes, by the way. Very passionate piece from you. And clearly it's something that's really triggered you, and it's something that I feel like you've wanted to say now, particularly off the back of this. But, yeah, young kids coming up, there is a chance you would hope to change the narrative in this space.
Well, let's hope so. Let's go to Emily. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
Good. Have you felt that pressure to be thin?
Yeah, look, man, I mean, I can go on for hours, but that's not, okay? So, anyway, I'm 51 years young as a commissar, okay? I'm about a size 12 now. You know, I am, and I'm, you know, I'll be honest, you know, I go to the point where I weigh myself in the morning. I've lost it overall over the years about 46 kilos, yeah?
Wow. Yep.
So I was, overweight as a girl. I was about size 16, where at that time, you know, we were always meant to be, you know, blonde and gorgeous and thin, okay? So I always had a lot of pressure on me. I was a European sort of style girl.
Yep.
Anyway, long story short, so I will literally, you know, I have my grandkids. I've got 2 grandkids, you know, and I can't even go on Instagram with them because I'm scared of flicking through it and there's going to be some chick with her boobs hanging out half her ass, right? And don't get me wrong, okay, I'm sorry to say that I'm morning breakfast, but it's true. I blame the government, and I've reported sites going, whoa, man, this is a bit too exposed, a bit too sexually explicit. This is like almost going to pornographic pictures, right? And these young girls doing this for hits and whatever, and I feel sorry for their kids one day when they go, oh, that's my mum, awkward, right? They don't realise what they're doing to themselves.
Yeah.
But it's just so, that is the problem. It's the government. The government's allowing this to happen. You don't even have to go into a site. I mean, you go, don't get me wrong, you go, you know, porn sites, you know, you just got to go, oh, yeah, I'm 18 to enter. There's no license details. There's no whatever, right? But that's another thing. But when we're talking about exposing bodies, yeah, you know, there are too many girls doing this and, you know, feeling pressured and, you know, it's just becoming too much, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, Emily. Thank you so much for your call. We really appreciate it. And it's true, like I like health and fitness. I don't know what your algorithm's like. God forbid I ask, Hazy. But if I click on 1 or 2 fitness videos or nice meal prep videos, oh my gosh, your algorithm gets inundated with people not wearing very much. I don't disagree that it's too much.
You should see my YouTube algorithm. Oh my gosh!
So
this
weird.
is the work computer right in front of me.
Yeah, don't worry, it's been noted.
First one is a bum from behind. Next one is a girl with her legs spread with clothes on. Next one is a girl wearing a top with her boobs hanging out.
Yeah.
And I promise I am only putting in wholesome stuff into the work computer.
Yeah. It's
really scary.
Really dangerous territory.
That's scary for me because I know that my son in particular is obsessed with YouTube.
Yeah.
He wants to get on YouTube.
Yeah, I think all young kids want to get on YouTube, don't they? Sarah, good morning.
Good morning.
What are your
yes.
thoughts?
My thoughts are, it makes me really, really sad when, you know, we talk about other women or other girls, especially younger girls as well, when we see them wearing, you know, not much clothing as well. You know, it's really all that they've been taught. You know, it's been thrown in their face over social media. You know, and ultimately they're always going to see a girl that's prettier than them, that looks better than them, and they're always in competition. And it just makes me really sad when we judge them, because ultimately girls just want to be loved, and I don't even think some of them realise that's, you know, wearing little clothing isn't the only way to be loved. But really it's all that they've been taught, and so when we're judging them, it's a really horrible thing.
It's a cycle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cycle. It's awful. And then also I feel for young men as well, because really they're having this thrown on their social media all the time, left, right and centre.
Yeah.
And that's what they expect to be normal, and that it really isn't normal.
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. And, you know, it's a good point that Sarah makes there, Hazy. Like, a lot of young boys feeling the same way at the moment, because it's just, you scroll down on TikTok or Instagram and it's just this ideal of perfection that really doesn't exist.
It's just funny. It sort of blows your mind, and only we can compare it because we grew up without social media.
Yeah.
We almost grew up without the internet, where there wasn't things we can compare yourself to. There wasn't those hurdles even available.
Nicole, good morning.
Good morning, Jodie and Hazy. We grew up with dial-up internet. Like, you can't use the phone when you're using the internet, or, you know, vice versa. But I'm really passionate about this. I've been a nurse for 21 years and nursed thousands of anorexic patients with body dysmorphia, because, social media has told them they need to look a certain way, or that everyone's lives on social media are so perfect, but really behind closed doors it could be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
And I was just driving my daughter to school listening to this, and I just turned to her and I said, and she's 9 and I've also got a 3-year-old daughter, and I said, Sophie, it doesn't matter what you look like, just be happy and healthy, and that's all that matters. That's truly all that matters. Go for a walk, have a bike ride, everything in moderation.
Yeah.
And just be happy.
Yeah.
Just be you.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me want to cry.
First of all, Nicole, you're a great mum.
Yeah.
You can tell that straight off there. So congratulations on that, and your girls are in very, very safe hands. But, geez, that's a powerful message for the youngsters coming through. Like, it's just, there's so many hurdles now. It's actually unbelievable.
Exactly. Nicole, thank you so much. Let's go to Ivan. Good morning, Ivan.
Good morning. How are you? Look, I'm a dad of 2 young, a young girl and a young boy. She's 14, he's 12, and I truly believe that social media is one of the cancers of our society. I mean, my girl went through she is a very healthy, fit young girl, plays netball, lots of sports, and she went through a period when she was using, social media probably excessively and more than we understood or realized, and went through a serious bouts of depression purely because she was comparing herself constantly with all these images coming through, what you should look like, how you should look like, what you should eat, and all of these things that are just incredible influence beyond what you can provide as a family. Then on the other hand, looking at the young boys growing up, and misogyny is rife in our society as we have not seen it in many, many years, because of all these social media influencers who think, here we go, young girls sexualizing their bodies and image on social media, therefore we treat them as objects. And I don't know, I just try to, I look at it and go, these tech bros are making billions, including the influencers making millions, and it's actually our kids in the end that end up suffering with mental health, really spiral down.
Yeah.
Well said, Ivan. Absolutely, 100%. I mean, you've got the pressure on girls to look a certain way and to dress a certain way on Instagram, and then you've got this equal pressure on young boys as well who are being taught by the Andrew Tates of the world that misogyny is the way to go. And it's almost like they feed into each other. Girls wearing not much and boys going, oh, look at that silly cow wearing nothing. You know what I mean? And devaluing them because of what they're wearing. It's like this horrific little cycle we've got going on.
So what we do know is that social media is not disappearing.
No.
This space isn't disappearing either. We're not going to get in a situation where we are like some of the other countries where you're not even allowed to look at the internet. So it's always going to be there. So then what happens? Does it need to be monitored more in-house by parents and things like that?
I mean, there is a real push to raise the age to over 16. So watch this space.
Which is coming through. But, a lot of hurdles on the agenda, particularly for young parents coming through.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for everyone who got involved on 13 24 10 and the texts that have come through as well on 0400 919 919. It's Jodie and Hazy.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know. I need to know.
I need to know.
What's in the news today?
I need to know this.
Here's what you need to know. What you need to know with Jodie and Hazy.
Fascinating scenes at the moment with the search for the remains of the Beaumont kids. So Jane, who was 9 years old, Anna, who was 7, and Grant was 4, unless you've been living under a rock, went missing from Glenelg Beach on January 26, 1966. So what's that, like around 59 years ago? So shortly after their disappearance, there was a man who said he witnessed 2 young people digging in a large hole at the former Castelnoy factory site. There's a guy called Harry Phipps, I think his name is, who was the prime suspect in this case. So it's hoped that this new dig will find the remains of the children in the Beaumont case. This has just been, it's so quintessentially South Australian in this case, isn't it?
It's fascinated South Australians for decades. And what's your, we're not going to know until everything concludes in terms of the digging stuff on Saturday, but what is the feeling that's going to happen here? Probably not much.
Well, I don't know. You just get it.
I don't want to be negative in this space, but that's kind of what it feels like it's going to head down towards.
Well, it's supposed to conclude this Saturday, the dig. I think they were given 1 week.
Yep.
To complete the dig. So, I don't know. I just feel a little bit sceptical about them discovering anything. But I don't know. I always think with the Beaumont case, imagine being the parents.
No.
Imagine being Jim and Nancy Beaumont. who have both since passed away. And I'm pretty sure that Nancy became an alcoholic after the kids disappeared, which, could you blame her?
Absolutely not.
Because if all three of your children went missing at once, can you imagine the heartbreak? And I think what makes me really sad about this case is those parents will never know, will they?
No.
They died not knowing. They went to the grave never knowing what happened to their children.
Yeah, that's the thing as well, isn't it? Like, even now, and I feel like you don't sort of understand it until you have kids. But then if you can imagine, even before I had kids, I'd imagine a pet being in a situation like that where you don't know what's going on and you know that at some stage you would have been scared. And then even worse, they were getting hurt. Like, it just...
Yeah.
It makes you feel very, very uneasy. And also, in a time like that, 1966, a 9, a 7 and a 4-year-old just cruising around, and it would have been just get home for dinner.
Yeah.
Different time.
It was totally different times, wasn't it? It was like, okay, we don't care where you are or what you're doing because the streets are safe. And that would have changed the absolute landscape of how parents viewed their children. They sent them off to the beach with, a pound note, and that was that.
Yeah.
Thinking that their kids would just come home that night and that all would be well. I was saying to you this morning, if I lost one of my children, I don't think I'd want to go on, let alone all of my children at once.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens today. But obviously there will be some sort of result today from one of the diggings. But, oh, man, it's been so long. And then what happens? Can you imagine what would happen if they find something?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, I hope they do. I hope they get some sort of resolution as to what's gone on in this case because it's truly must be frustrating for all the police officers involved at the time, now. It would be absolutely incredible if they found something by the end of the week, but who's to say?
Absolutely, that is what you need to know this morning, and that is a quintessential South Australian news.
Warning, the following segment is for mature audiences only and may contain adult content, graphic language and nudity. Not that you'll see it. If easily offended, well, you're about to find out just how easily.
Your father, he's on the naughty list.
Jodie and Hazy's Naughty at 6:40.
Naughty.
It's about getting that sort of risque blue stuff out of your system, just shake it off before we straighten up after 7 o'clock.
Get it out before we have to be real, actual, mature adults.
Spot on, Joe. I've got a question for the whole group here. Put your hands up if you enjoy sleeping naked. Oh, my gosh. Just a sea of hands in the air. Wave them around, everyone, like you just don't care. Good on you. Good stuff.
Okay. I'm going to regret this. You'd be a naked sleeper.
No, I'm not actually.
Aren't you?
I'm a briefs guy.
Oh, what sort of briefs?
But I'm thinking, do you know what my preference
Asking
is?
for a friend.
Footy shorts.
What?
Footy shorts.
What?
Yeah, proper footy shorts are the most comfortable thing to wear.
I've heard footy socks are super comfortable, but footy shorts?
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Footy socks, right in the guts of winter, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Footy shorts for me.
Okay.
I've got 5 benefits of sleeping naked for you if you don't already sleep naked. We didn't ask you, Joe. You didn't answer. Do you sleep naked?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
too many little people in my house.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I can't think of anything worse than my kids waking up going, oh, mummy's naked in the bed. What? No.
Come on, Mum. For goodness sake, not good enough. Here's some benefits for you, though, Jodes, and this might veer you in the naked direction. You get a deeper sleep, apparently.
Really?
It can regulate the body temperature, potentially improving sleep quality since the body can cool down more effectively.
Yeah, right.
Here's another one for you. A metabolism boost. Sleeping naked may contribute to better hormonal regulation, including the production of sleep-related hormones like melatonin.
Someone's making this up.
No.
If they were all the benefits of sleeping nude, everyone would be doing it.
This one, it lets your skin breathe.
Yeah.
Skin can benefit from better air circulation, reducing the risk of skin irritation and allowing better moisture retention.
Oh, don't ever use that word again.
Ooh, I don't know what that means, but gross.
Gross.
There's plenty of upside to what's happening downstairs if you are sleeping naked.
Okay.
Airflow can help maintain health down there for ladies by reducing irritation and promoting natural, say it again, moisture balance.
Stop saying it.
The scrotum needs to be just the right temperature to optimise sperm production, 95 to 96 degrees, slightly cooler than the rest of the body.
Yeah, right.
So if you're naked, it's a better chance of regulating itself.
Just when I thought it couldn't get worse than moisture retention, you follow up with scrotum.
Yeah, I know. I had to veer your mind in a different direction.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Sorry about that. And finally, they reckon, statistically speaking, if you sleep naked, it can increase the chances of intimacy. According to a recent poll, which was nude versus clothed sleepers. What a poll, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, where does the funds come for that one? Respondents who sleep in the nude were happier with their current sex life. That's 62% versus 48%. And for those with a partner, they said it positively impacted their intimacy. 72% of respondents said that. So there you go. And there was one in the bed and the little one said, Dad, put some clothes on. Because our 4-year-old is still in the bed with us.
Yeah.
So this is not happening anytime soon.
Yeah, well, at any given time, I can have a 5-year-old in the bed, an 11-year-old in the bed, sometimes a 13-year-old in the bed. Mum and Dad are not sleeping naked.
Yes.
Thank you very much. No matter how intimate Dad wants to get on a regular occasion, we're not sleeping naked.
Yes, and also the excuse when your daughter says, why are you naked? It's called moisture regulation, sweetie.
Let's go! Hi, it's Cyril. 1, 2.
See superstar DJ Cyril. Live, up close and personal in Nova's Red Room.
Thank you so much.
Stream Cyril's latest hit, Still Into You. Available on all streaming platforms. Nova's Red Room Ring-In.
I'm still into you. Yeah, Cyril live in Nova's Red Room under the stars at Fantail at Gluttony. Gluttony in Rymel Park, your home of music. There's fringe tickets from gluttony.net.au. But you don't need to bother about that because we're going to do a good old-fashioned blitz right here, right now. So up for grabs, VIP invites for you and 3 mates to see Cyril. Should we get going?
All right. You ready to go, Jones?
Sure.
Okay. 30 seconds.
Yep.
Let's see how you go. You ready? Go for it.
Courtney from Callington, good morning.
Good morning, you have great hair.
Oh, well done. Vanessa from Munopara West, good morning.
Hi, Jodie, you're so great on radio.
Oh, thank you so much. What's going on here? Emmanuel from North Adelaide. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Hey, good morning, Jodie. You're so beautiful.
Oh, stunning. Thank you. Okay, someone's been prepped. Courtney from Elizabeth. Good morning, Courtney.
Good morning, Jodie. You're a fantastic mum.
Oh, my God. Brooklyn from Kangaroo Hague. Brooklyn.
Hey, Jodie, you always look wonderful when you're on this.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, who told you to say this?
Nobody.
Unprompted. Well done, Brooklyn. Hey, you're heading along to see Cyril.
Did you set this up?
I didn't set it up.
Well, there you go. There is what? 1, 2, 3, 5 compliments for you to start your day. That's very nice.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I tell you what, you give a little, you get a little. Give a compliment, get an exclusive invitation to Nova's Red Room.
Oh, see, people are nice to you when you have free stuff to give away, aren't they?
That's good.
Oh, very well done.
All right, we'll have more opportunities to get some exclusive invitation to Nova's Red Room with Cyril. Just keep it locked to Nova.
I need to know. I need to know now.
I need to know. I need to know.
I need to know.
What's in the news today?
I need to know this.
Here's what you need to know. What you need to know with Jodie and Hazy.
All right, Joes, I'll tell you, antisocial behaviour on planes, I can't have it. In particular, when you're speaking to someone and all of a sudden, boop, they die on you. It's not good. It's very antisocial.
Well, it's funny you should mention that because that is exactly what happened to a couple, Mitch and Jenny. They were flying from Melbourne to Doha on Qatar Airways when a woman collapsed in the aisle beside them and could not be revived.
Oh, boy. Not good. It's not a good flight.
No.
It's not. I've said that since day dot. You know that.
Yeah.
Not a good flight when you don't survive.
No, exactly. Yeah. So the protocol suggests that a person who's died mid-flight should be moved to an empty seat. So for poor old Mitch and Jenny, they had a couple of empty seats next to them. Mm-hmm. And so the airline staff tried to move the body using a wheelchair, but were unable to. So they've just looked at Mitch and Jenny and gone, hey, there's a couple of spare seats there. Do you mind if we place the dead woman's body next to you?
Yeah.
So they were forced to do the remaining journey, which was about 4 hours next to a dead body. At least you'd get an extra plain meal, wouldn't you?
That's true. That's true. You going to eat that? No? All right, then. Did she touch it? It's very disrespectful, Joe.
I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm not used to being the disrespectful one.
Pay respect to the dead. What I do find very interesting in this is that Mitch and Jenny are obviously quite traumatised by the situation.
Yes.
But in the situation, which is so quintessentially Australian, hey, can we put a dead body next to you? They're like, Yes, no problem.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
But also, there were other spare chairs on the flight. So whilst they said, can we put the body there, they should have moved them to some spare seats, maybe up to business class. I don't know, for the inconvenience.
Who knows? Well, apparently they did try to get them up to business class, but they couldn't lift the woman.
Right.
So they tried to put it next to Mitch and Jenny.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Mitch and Jenny should have gone to business class.
Well, 100%. Why didn't they move? Why didn't they move them there?
What's the point in wasting business class on the woman that's died?
That's a very good point. Sorry, I got distracted. I was picturing people stealing food from a dead woman on a flight.
Oh, dearie me.
You going to eat that?
Yeah. I reckon I've sat next to people who have been so passed out asleep that they've looked
You
dead.
stole their food.
I didn't steal their
That
food.
you'd almost have to register their pulse.
Yeah.
I've been that guy as well on a flight before.
Are you the sleeper on the flight?
Well, I'm a massive sleeper. I've had a few flights home in my early days because I was from New South Wales and I'd sort of come back from Sydney every sort of 4 or 5 weeks, and some of the flights on a Sunday, I tell you what,
On a Sunday morning.
a little bit traumatised.
After a Saturday night at the Cross. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you're like, how the hell did I even get to the airport?
I'm very lucky I was in the same situation and then throw a blanket over top of me and put me in business class. That's how you cheat your way into business class, by the way.
I'm dead.
Pretend you did.
Jodie and Hazy.
What a fun game this is, eh? It's fun. I said fun.
Okay, well, you just remember that. Don't make it not fun for everybody. Now, producer Molly joins us for the first time. Your first experience of song. I will say this. Don't bully her. She's the adjudicator, so be kind to her. 2 things. Don't bully the producer and don't talk over the songs. Okay?
I didn't hear anything you just said.
What'd you hear? Monkey cymbals.
I just heard a bunch of white noise.
Yeah, right.
I heard a couple of losers talking. No, I'm just joking. Too far. Too far.
Wow.
It's a competitive space, producer Molly.
Yeah, well, I feel like Jodie's the one playing in the right space now.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's 2 apiece, by the way.
Yeah.
So amongst all the head games, Jodes, it's 2 apiece.
Yeah, I understand that.
So stop trying to be the underdog. That's what you're trying to do.
No, I'm not.
She's trying to aggressively play the underdog.
feel like
I just
we're
want
all
to
just stalling.
explain the rules, please.
Yes.
Okay, so we have 3 of Nova's fresh hits and throwbacks.
Yep.
They're orchestralised. So aim of the game is use your name as your buzzer.
Yes.
We have 2 lovely listeners playing for you. Should we see who we got this week?
Yep. Good morning to you, Tana from Ranella. You're on Team Hazy. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. No pressure, but my daughter's here. Say hi, Lily.
Oh, no.
Hi,
She's
Lily.
4 and she needs you to win.
Oh, my
So,
gosh.
you know.
Lily, this is for you.
Oh, my God. Now I just want to lose on purpose.
Yeah.
Lily sounds so cute.
Look, this is building the future.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's go. Jessica from O'Hara O'Neill, who's with Team Jodie.
Hey, Jess.
Hi, yeah, now I feel really guilty.
Everyone does. I know. Did you do this on purpose? Did you?
No, I didn't.
Did you set this up?
No,
All
I
right.
didn't, but I like it. There's a lot at stake now.
Okay.
Let's kick it off. You got
Okay.
song 1?
Here we go. Hazy. That would be Hinder, Lips of an Angel. You knew that? It's a great tune. Do you know what? I feel like we could use this song for Battle of the Bangers and see how it goes. I'm just kidding. I did that 2 years ago. I used it 3 times in 1 year.
And it
None
never
from
won.
3. None from 3.
All right. Well, that feels a bit biased because that's your jam, but that's okay.
It is my jam, isn't it?
Yep.
But you're about to get it.
It's okay. Anyway,
All right. Song 2.
Here we go.
Jodie. Call me maybe Carly Rae Jepsen.
Hey.
Whoa! She's on.
Here's my number. So call me maybe.
Ooh, okay. We call this a tiebreaker.
Okay.
Wow, these are quick reactions too, by the way.
Yeah, all right.
There's no stuffing around. This is nice.
Let's go to the 3rd song.
Can you hear my heartbeat? Because I can feel it in my throat.
What's that beat?
If I put it there to my neck, I can actually feel my heart.
What's that beat? It's going really quick too. Are we at a trance festival? What's happening?
All right.
Song 3, here we go. Hazy. I'm going to say Toto Africa.
It is.
Oh my God!
Let's go. Oh, shirts off.
Wow. How are you feeling, Jess?
It's hard not to be too disheartened when Lily has just won tickets to Wallace Cinema, so that's okay. I feel fine about it. Well done, Tana.
You made Lily's dreams come true. Say yay.
And that's why I do it. That's why that's why I do it, all right? It's for the kids.
Yeah.
It's for the kids. It always has been and it always will be.
Why don't you explain why Uncle Andrew just pulled his shirt up to Lily? Why don't you explain that?
That is not for the kids.
No.
2 words, Revo Fitness. Here's a few more. Simple, 24/7, reformer Pilates, body scanners, massage chairs, squat racks, free weights, pin and plate loaded equipment, no lock-in contracts, no bullshit. All of that and more from just $9.69 a week. That's surprisingly affordable. Join now at Revo Fitness Mount Hawthorn or download the Revo Fitness app. RevoFitness.com.au or find the Revo Fitness app in the App Store.